In this live martial arts class, you'll discover the best martial arts weapon for street fight self-defense. In this case, the collie stick. Collie sticks are about as long as your arm. If you go from your shoulder to the tip of your middle finger, they should be about that long. They can be a little shorter, a little longer. Don't overthink it. Get a pair and get started. You're gonna hold your collie stick here so that a little bit of the stick comes out of the bottom side of your hand. And to warm up, you're gonna let them drop and bring them back. You have to get the blood flowing into the joints. You want to lubricate the joints, keep the body safe from injury. Stomach up and in, your feet are just under you, swinging back and forth. It's going to start to get the blood pumping through your body too and warm your body up. You want to break a sweat. In all of your martial arts, especially street fight, self-defense training, you want to push yourself to get stronger, faster, more explosive so that you can defend yourself from a violent attack. Now, you're separating your hands so that you can increase that stretch on each shoulder. Just getting bigger, wider swings. And again, your stomach's up and in, abs tight, tuck your chin just a little bit. And that should be enough to warm up the bigger joints. Now we're gonna warm up the smaller joints, the wrists. Turning this way, your elbows are pulled in. Remember, you still have a little bit of the stick sticking out. That's the jab. Stick it right in their face, right in their eye, right in their neck. You can strike with this side. You can strike with this side. You can strike with this side. You want to be able to use this whole thing when you're talking about the best martial art weapon for street fight self-defense, using a stick in each hand. He's got a knife. You hit him in the head, you hit him in the arm. It's very effective. It's a force multiplier. In this case, 2x, right? So you have one in each hand. You're warming up that wrist. You're just dropping it. Your palm goes to the sky, keeps coming around, comes from behind your back. Call this an outer orbital spin. Think about how the moon orbits the earth. It goes around the earth. The end of that stick is going around your head. So you're doing them both at the same time, forward, and then reverse it, pulling them back. Notice that my hand is closed. You can do this. It's a good way to lose your stick. We're talking about best martial arts weapon for street fight self-defense. You want to keep the stick in your hand. If your hand is open, you make this a habit. And you're not going to be twirling so much when you're fighting for street fight self-defense. This is to strengthen your grip so that it doesn't come out of your hand. But this is just a bad habit. Close that hand and fight for more flexibility. You have to fight to grow. Most people fight to quit. They find every reason in the world they can't get started. I don't have the right size sticks. I don't have the right material. Take a broomstick, cut it in half. You don't have a stick, roll up a magazine, tape it as tightly as you can, make it as small as you can, and then you have a stick. Most people fight for reasons not to get started, reasons to quit. I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I'm not young enough, I'm not old enough, I'm not the right gender, I'm confined to a wheelchair, whatever it is. Fight to keep going, right? Don't fight to quit, fight to win. In this case, keep that hand closed. Fight for your flexibility in that wrist. Forward and then back. Forward and back. Now I want you to strike. Using this right one, put your right foot forward, get the other one on the shoulder. Think about hitting them right here to here. Slicing through. That first angle, slow at first. Make sure you have a firm grip, and then fast. Hard. This is self-defense. Street fight self-defense, weapon style. You want to be able to, they do pull out a knife or a gun as fast as you can, explosively. Take their hand out. Just smash it, right? That's the first strike. Practicing one, then switch your feet. One on this side. One. Hard and fast. This is your workout. I want you to sweat today. Stepping. 2, 1. Harder. Now this is a follow-through strike on that first angle coming here. You're always going to fight from behind your stick. Principles of self-defense: pay attention, situational awareness. Number 2, get in a better position. Put the weapon between you and the threat. Interrupt their line of sight. Make them move around the stick just to, then you hit them with it, right? But this is follow through. This is all the way out in front of your body. maintaining this angle. You go like that, you're open, right? This can be a strike. You can strike to the hand. But here, with this weapon, I want you to finish here. Finish here and bring it back. One and back. One and back. And then the other side. And then switching again. Switching today, stepping, stepping. When you step, see how my body's turned to the side? Turn to the side. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about foot placement and what angle and how many degrees. Step with one side and the other one. Make your body a smaller target. You gotta get around your stick to get to your vital spot, right? Smaller target, smaller target. 1, 2, 1, a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then, from your shoulders, you're gonna spin it and bring it out, spin it and bring it back. Out and back. You did this. Start here, spin it. You did this one, bring it back. 1, back, 2, 1, slower, 2. I want your brain to grow. This is gonna create new neural pathways in your brain. It also lets little stem cells grow. Those stem cells can become new memories, problem solving, or then go to other parts of your body and heal you faster. That's why I call this a moving meditation. Breathing and moving are the two biggest assets you've got with your body. You're living in a body, right? You move the body, and breathe. Moving vigorously, stepping, causes you to breathe more vigorously. You start to heal more, heal faster. Remember I said fight to grow, fight to get better, don't fight to quit. Sweating, get uncomfortable, be okay with it. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Over and over. You're doing this today, slow at first and then a little faster, gradually increasing your speed. And let's go back to the strikes. This is self-defense. I want to hit somebody. Pay attention, that's number 1. Number 2, get in a better position. Put the sticks between you and the threat. Number 3, ask yourself with a breath. Ask yourself. The breath calms you down, gets you focused, right? Settles everything. Breathe. The question is, what are the targets that I'm now going to destroy, remove, damage, injure, whatever it is, right? The threat's coming at me. Maybe it's one person. He's as tall as I am. He's like this. Street fight self-defense. Maybe it's his face, his eye, right? His throat, his body. Maybe he's pulled something out. He's got a gun or a knife. Now, what's my target? I change my targets. This is why self-defense principles are so important. Now I want to think in terms of what target I'm going to destroy. His hand is coming at me. That's my target. But it's still that first angle strike, right? Maybe it's several people and they're getting ready to grab me and start beating on me with an open hand. Here and here and here. Maybe it's an animal like a rabid dog or a wild dog. And then you're a little bit lower. Good morning, it's good to see you. So you're here, right? You have them on your shoulders. I want to think back in terms of technique now. I know what my targets might be. Now I need more techniques. So I have this strike, we did this, both sides. Now I'm going to bring it to that other shoulder. I'm going to bring it back through that angle. 1, 2, and then switch. 1, 2, 1, 2. And again, I want you switching today. Get that heart rate up. Start to break a sweat. Start to breathe heavy. Start fighting against the threat. This is self-defense against a violent attack. Street fight. Someone's got a knife. Someone's got a gun. Someone's got a bat. Maybe 3 or 4 people. One of them's got a chunk of concrete. He's going to bash your head in. You're going to smash it. You've got 2 angles now. 1, 2. 1, 2. Practice that. 30 seconds. More speed, more power, more force. Get into it. Then go back to the spin and then back. 1, 2, 1. Then I want you to separate them. Do one hand and then do the other hand. 1, 2. Let me show you how big they are. They're about 1 inch in diameter. a little bit bigger than my thumb. And from the tip of my middle finger into my armpit, or the center of the shoulder. 36 inches, I think. I don't have the measure. I can measure it for you for the next time. So if you're looking for a pair, and don't overthink it, just get the longest pair you can get, unless you're very, very small. But get the longest pair you can get and work from that. Later, you might want to cut them down a little bit. But think about this. This is reach, right? This is an extension of my hand. He's got a knife, or she's got a knife. Someone's coming at you, or maybe they've got a stick, or whatever it is. You want to increase the reach. So if it's longer, that's okay. Work with longer. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to get started. So from here, 1, 2, 1. And again, we're doing the brain training. How to switch hands? Do you mean how to go put the stick from this hand to this hand? In this style, when we talk about street fight self-defense, even if I'm talking about a different weapon, I don't want to do anything fancy to get this one to this one. There are many fancy things I can do. I can throw it up in the air, especially a lot of the tricks that I do with the nunchucks. I can do all those with this, because nunchuck is just 2 of these sticks cut in half with a string or a chain in the middle. And when a nunchuck moves, it moves in the same way as the stick. So I can throw it in the air and catch it in the other hand, but what I want you to do, street fight self-defense, from here, the other hand comes over and takes it. Hello, Susie Q, how you doing? From here to here, here to here. I know a few Castillos. Now, you get one. Well, welcome, thank you, I'm so glad. I have to work with my kids and get their school done during the day, so I don't have as much time to do a lot of these free ones. If I did, I'd be doing these all day, live streams, because this is what I do all day. I'm either teaching somebody, and if not, I'm trying to figure stuff out, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to push myself and grow, or sometimes I'm just trying to get the aches and pains going, get them out of the body by moving. 1, 2. You're welcome. Keep using that bow staff. It's a very powerful street fight self-defense weapon. And I think of this as moving meditation, right? I can sit, and I have many, many times. I've sat still after fasting for 3, 4, 5, as many as 22 days with nothing but water. Sat still in a quiet room for as many as 12 hours. 14 was the most I ever went. And I know people have done longer or whatever, 9 years in a cave, Buddha. But I now prefer, I've done that so many times, I now prefer to think of moving meditation. If you're in the moment, think about what you're doing while you're doing it, like this. Breathing. This is as much meditation. You can do it vacuuming the floor or brushing the leaves off the sidewalk, if your mind's right. So for me, this is all moving meditation. That's why you'll catch me doing these all day long. I might not make any money doing them like that over and over again, but my mental health, my physical health is very important. Yeah, welcome. I have students. I've been doing teaching classes for years and years and years online since 2006 on YouTube, since almost the very beginning. Just really got into it about 5 or 6 years ago. And I said a long time ago, I said in 10 years, and I think we're still a couple years off, but this Wuhan, or whatever you want to call it, accelerated it, right? Everybody's going to learn this way. We're not going to have a choice. A lot of these martial arts schools are not going to make it out of this, not if they don't open the economy. And then when they do, a lot of people are just, a lot of people aren't going to have money. It's going to be a different world. But there will be a lot of us still teaching this way. Anyway, welcome. Please share with your fellow classmates who aren't able to take class if they want to learn something new. All right, so we have one hand and then the other hand. Always bring it back to the shoulders, and then you're ready. 2 more strikes. So I have down, down. I want to turn the hand and bring it up. Always turn the hand. Bring it up and bring it up. Open the door, bud. Bring it up and bring it up. 1, 2, and then across and back, across and back. All right, it's recess. I got to do recess. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back.